Hi friends, it's Lisa Hetrick. Welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I'm so grateful that you're here with me today, and I'm really excited about this new video series on my mixed brand watercolor palette. I'm going to be offering up some insights into my floral watercolor palette and why I've chosen watercolors from multiple brands to make their way into my floral palette. Deciding what colors were going to make it onto my palette took some time, and I really did test a lot of different brands. And it's taken me many years to kind of understand my process so that I could get a good feel for what colors resonated with me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my favorite watercolor palette. So this is the Magenta Bulletproof Glass palette. Now, a couple things about this palette. I absolutely love it. I have about 6 or 7 of them with different paints in them. I love it because it has a ton of mixing space. It holds 36 colors, which is a really good number. You don't really need that many, but it's a good number for me and how I work. This palette is not glass, even though it says bulletproof glass palette. It is made from the kind of plastic that is used for bulletproof glass, so that's why it's called that. I really love it because it has a lot of great mixing space. It holds a lot of paint. I've created this template that is a free download to you. So if you have this palette, here's a great, I've already made up the swatching template for you. So super simple. I just think as far as plastic palettes go, it's one of the better ones on the market because it doesn't bead up and the colors are very clear. It's almost like working with a porcelain plate. So all of my colors that are in this palette, I keep separate. All of my tubes, I keep separate from the other brands, and I keep them in this little bin so that I know when it's time to refill where they are and I'm not hunting and pecking. The watercolor paper that I'm using today for the swatching is from the B Paper Company, 100% cotton. It's perfect for what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and move on to the yellows. We're going to talk first about the yellows in my palette. And I'm going to go through every single yellow and talk a little bit about each color. So first up, my favorite in my palette, one of my favorites is M. Graham Nickel Quinacridone Gold. Quinny Gold. You're going to see a lot of quinnies in my palette because I really do love quinacridones. I love this quinacridone gold from M. Graham. M. Graham is made with honey. It activates really well all the time. This color is a great mix for florals because it has some yellow tones in it. It's great for leaves and greenery. And it's also a great mixing color. This color has 2 pigments in it. It is a quinacridone orange and a nickel azo complex. So it's P048 and PY150. And it has a really great light fastness rating. So I love it. And I enjoy the M. Graham brand very, very much. It's consistent and it's just so vibrant. And this is just a great color to add into my palette to mix in with some greens and to also mix in with pinks and just kind of do some great color mixing. I just love also how this color at full mass tone is just gorgeous, but when you add a little bit of water to just change the value of that color, you can get another yellow that's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous gold, yellow gold, and great for my floral palette. And I just love it. And I'm so, and I enjoy using it very, very much. Okay, so the next color on my palette that's in the yellows is from Daniel Smith, and it is lemon yellow. And I really do enjoy this lemon yellow. It's very, very bright and really transparent. It's got a great light fast rating. The Daniel Smith watercolors are fantastic and so many to choose from. I really enjoy this version of lemon yellow. I have many lemon yellows across different brands, and this one from Daniel Smith just happens to be my favorite. It is a single pigment color, so it is very clear. Now I'm cleaning up my palette a little bit because I had a little bit of green in there. I love using this lemon yellow to mix up colors. I like to use it mixing it in with my pinks. You can see that that color payout is really strong. You don't need a lot of water. It activates really super quickly, and that is indicative of the Daniel Smith brand, and it's just super consistent every single time that I want to use it. So when I paint it in its mass tone, at full strength, you can see that it is just beautiful and bright and a really, really brilliant color. I love using it in my florals because I will mix it with other colors and also layer it on top, like glaze it in on top of a floral at the very end of my painting, and it kind of jacks up the vibrancy of different colors, especially pinks. I really enjoy when changing the value of this color by adding a little bit more water and just kind of breaking it down a little bit. It can give you a really brilliant bright yellow, or a really soft pale value of that lemon yellow too. So I just love it, and I really enjoy working with it. Okay, so next up on my palette is Sennelier Yellow Deep, and I love the Sennelier brand for florals, for everything. It is a brand that's really consistent. It's a honey-based brand. It's a French watercolor. And so very much like M. Graham is a honey-based brand, Sennelier is as well. And I really enjoy it for my floral paintings because it's an excellent watercolor for glazing and layering. And since with my flowers, I tend to work in layers, I really, really enjoy this brand. And look at the color payout for this color. This is a really nice yellow. It's an in-between yellow from a lemon and a nickel azo. It's kind of got a little bit of a corn-like feel to it, and I just really love this color. It really does, you can really change the value of this color and tone it down and really get a really brilliant looking pale yellow, and I really enjoy it. It is got a really great light fast rating, and it's also made up of two pigments. It's a two pigment color, PY83 and PY153. So it's a really, really brilliant color. It's one of my faves, and I enjoy it very much. Okay, so my next color in my yellows palette, part of my palette, is from Winsor Newton. And this is Winsor Newton Naples Yellow. And this color is a little more opaque, and that's what I really like about it. It's got a creaminess to it that I really enjoy. It has a very good light fast rating, and it's a two pigment color, PW6 and PBR24. I enjoy using this color, especially when I mix it with pinks. I can get some of the most creamy pastel-like yellow, and when I add a little bit of extra water to it and kind of change its value, you can get a really, really nice pale yellow. I just enjoy this color very much, and I do use it a lot for mixing. And I really enjoy that it has a creamy kind of opaque quality to it. I really like this color, and that's why it made it onto my palette. So here are the four yellows that I have on my floral mixed watercolor floral palette. I have M. Graham Quinacridone Gold, Daniel Smith Lemon Yellow, Sennelier Yellow Deep, and Winsor Newton Naples Yellow. So you can see that there's a variety in the value of these colors, and I use them for different reasons. And all four of them I actually do use as a good mixing color with other colors. And I just enjoy these colors so much for creating my floral paintings. So that's a look at the four yellows that are on my watercolor palette. In next week's video, I'm going to share all of the reds that are in my palette. I hope you enjoyed today's watercolor tutorial. Thanks so much for joining me. Please consider sharing the joy by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.